What's up, everybody? Or for whoever will be hearing or seeing this video for that matter. I just wanted to reach out. Tomorrow is my 42nd birthday on this planet. And, wow. This past year has been a lot, and a lot of running through memories and just the changes in this world and everything with my generation and all the new generations that have come and for the ones that are still to come. It's really, really wild. I go to work and I talk to some of these kids and I'm like, yeah, man, I was listening to Offspring and fucking jamming out in the shower or whatever the other day, and I get, what's the Offspring? Like, if you're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Like, nothing. Like, it's just different generations, and I work with younger people, some of them. So, 42 years old. Majority of my life, I never thought that I would see 40. A good majority of my life, I never thought I'd see 40. Um, my dad made it to 34. My half brother made it to 39. All of my grandparents and my mom and my dad's side, male and female, like did not last into their 50s. Did not make it to their 50s. We have some things that run through my family and whatnot, and my mom is still kicking strong as far as I know, due to circumstance. Don't really communicate a lot. This is another part of this world changing, and my mother's generation, and how things have changed to get her to change her way of thinking throughout her whole life, going one way, and later in her life just completely flipping it and going to something else. But nevertheless, not having any family, and it was always just me, my mom, and my little brother. My little brother Chris is still doing his thing as far as I know. Once again, whenever if you know any of my backstory, I was a real bad drug addict and like pretty much threw everything away. And when that happened, I kind of lost sight of my family, and things went really dark for a while. I was homeless. I was living in abandoned houses in my hometown, just about a mile away from my mother's house. But no one would mess with me. I asked for help from my family that did exist, and they turned me away at my mother's word. So I reached out a few different times in the course of my addiction to try and get help from family, and that was never reciprocated. That's fine. Grown men shit. This is I was going in. I was in grown man land time, age wise and everything. But once again, here we are, 42 years old. I'm alive. Um, I could have a way better financial situation and could be in way better standing as far as that goes, but nevertheless, still in really good standing to be alive and on this planet for what I was putting myself through for many, many years. I don't try to reach out and ask for help from anybody, and I really just absorb, and I take everything on this planet as a lesson learned, and there's something to gain out of every situation as far as learning and figuring yourself out. 42 years. 42 and still figuring it out. I'm 42 years old and still figuring it out and still don't know what exactly it is I want to be. But that's okay. Some people are in elementary school and they say, I want to be a cop, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be an astronaut, I want to do this, I want to do that. And they went to college for it, and I don't know, maybe you were successful, maybe you weren't, but that wasn't me. I like to dabble in a lot of different things, I always have, and I like a lot of different stuff. I'm 42 and I'm still figuring it out, and I'm not the most secure with that, but it's okay. The big thing is that I'm constantly pushing myself and learning, and I've made it 42 years on this planet somehow. And that's with God's grace. I've been through all of these situations, and I'm continuously learning. Excuse me. And I'm also learning this part. The world is changing. My beliefs and what I believe in here and in my heart, it's really sad to see those generations of people go that still have those belief systems and believe in family. Even though I don't have family, I've always been about that. I just believe that as a kid, I was always able to see the truth through people. Always. I knew from a very young age as a kid that people lied to me, and they leave you, and they don't explain themselves, and they leave you to figure it out. I learned that very, very early in my childhood from adults. They're liars, and they do a lot of things to make you believe that everything is okay, and that works in a lot of different aspects in life. People want you to see what's on the outside, and you see what's on the outside, and you believe that everything on the inside is good when the person is caving on the inside but appears on the outside to be doing really well. And I'm not trying to mix things here with that either or any of that. What I'm saying here is life isn't easy. It never is, and it never will be. Some people are designed to be multimillionaires and to have big businesses and have big families with a lot of kids, and you got people like me that I knew that I would never have kids for whatever reasons. There's a lot of different things and a lot of different beliefs I have when it comes to that, when it comes to myself in particular. But I knew that I would never have kids. I also believe that I would never be really with somebody for a long period of time, and I was always meant to be alone. And I've learned over years that that's a fabricated fucking emotion in my being that was trying to convince me that I'm not capable of being loved, and there's nobody out there that would ever fit this fucked up whatever I am. But that's a lie. And me and my girl now have been together for almost 6 years, or over 6 years. Over 6 years. So it's really a huge lesson in life is perspective. When you're in a moment and you get carried away emotionally, and you might look at things and not be able to put it in perspective. But 42 years. This video is going on 10 minutes, and I'm going to top it off with this. Regardless of whatever your political views are, I really don't give a shit. We need to get back to being humans with each other and respecting each other. And at this point, I don't know if it's too far gone, and I really, really feel at this point my best bet and everyone's best bet is to get as far away from humans as possible. I really would like to just be so far off that if another human came into my area, it would be unnatural. Because from the beginning of time, when it comes to me, people have shown their true colors, and they forever will show their true colors because of this president and this belief and that belief. The little bit of family that I did have, even after I fixed my life and got through recovery and did that shit for myself, that was enough. I barely was getting sober in 17, and then 19, COVID come through, and I was getting right and had an apartment and everything was good, and I was building a relationship with my mom, and then this shit comes, and this is a huge lesson to me, and this is the major point of this video. Whatever the fucking politics are, they designed it to separate families so that families won't sit at the dinner table or wherever and congregate and have conversation about life and get on the same page. You have to be on the same page as your family if you want to fight this fight. And that's unfortunate too, it is a fight. But everyone throughout your family and whoever you're going to have around you needs to realistically be on the same page as you. How are we going to go forward when you're back there pulling at my shirt to, no, we need to do that? No. No. And it's no offense. And I take no offense to my family and the way that things have happened. I promised my mother whenever I got clean that I would give her the rest of her life in peace and not have to worry about me dying and doing drugs and shit. I did it. But I also did that for me. There's no other way that could have happened. So I went through all of these things, abuse as a young kid, alcoholism, drug addiction. Mom had to work all the time. Dad was fucked up. Abuse, people breaking into the house, doing home invasions while I was a little kid, waking up to people doing home invasions. People coming and driving cars through my house and stealing my dad's cars and all kinds of shit. This stuff plays out later on into how I got to where the fuck I was. And that's what I want you to understand. I didn't feel like this because I grew up in a fucking happy household and I saw daisies and fucking butterflies, and no, but that's okay. That is okay that I went through that because I'm alive now. If things were soft when I was a young kid and I didn't have to conquer and divide and go through and deal with and see all of this and learn how to grow and deal, which dealing and being able to understand myself did not even come until not many years ago. So if you can understand what a kid goes through growing up with no understanding and not understanding themselves and why they were brought into this world and left like this, it leads into a lot of problems. And when it is not corrected, some kids go into gangs, some kids go into drugs, some kids just do all kinds of crazy shit in their later years, and you see them homeless, you see them with a sign living on the street, and they don't want to be mixed with civilization, and they don't want to be mixed amongst people because of their mental health. And it's really easy just to stay in there. When you have a mental health issue, you get in your own psychosis, and it's really easy for you just to stay there and exist in your own world and fuck people. I don't want to say fuck people. I want to say I like people, and I want to say I trust people, and I want to say that there's good people, which I can say that. There are all of those things. But they're like so few and far between. I almost make myself feel nutty because I'm going through all of this with my family and them not wanting to talk to me and stuff because they believe this and I believe that, and it's just no middle ground, and the hate in this world. Yep, people hate each other. It's not dislike or I have strong feelings against. No, it's fucking hate. And that's the difference with me and my household and my energy and what I keep around me as far as people. If you're a hating ass, you can go. I'm not. If you're a beggar, if you're a cheat, if you're a swindler, I'm not gonna entertain the shit. I really don't even want to give people the one chance. Much less give you the two if you fucking do me over. If you know me, you kind of know my backstory. I've been through a lot of shit. A lot of my friends don't even know a majority of what I went through as a little kid. But they all went through their own shit too. These were not easy times that we were growing up in. I was born in 1984. I'm an old fuck now. If you're a young fuck and you're watching this video, understand you got a lot of years ahead of you and you got to take care of things. Take care of these. Take care of these. Take care of this back here. It's called a fucking back. Take care of these right here. See these? These motherfucking knees. Take care of them. Because when you're 42 like me and you're still having to work in factory jobs and you're still figuring it out and you don't know what the fuck is really even going on and there's no one around and you got nobody, the people that you do have around, you really cannot take for granted. And that's a small amount of people for me. Directly, I got one other person, my girl, that is around me every single day, all the time. So, this is what it's come to. I guess they won in a sense, but happy birthday to me. This is my rant. I really didn't try to go on to one topic and just go nuts about it, but I really care about people and I want to see them do good. And I'm trying to do good. We moved to Maine 6 years ago. I moved to Maine 6 years ago. I tried to make it work here. It's not working. So we're going to move on to the next chapter. We are going to move on to the next chapter. Hopefully if you made it through this long ass video and you can actually give a shit about what I had to say in this, I appreciate you for watching, and if you're watching this, more than likely I do really care about you. So, we love y'all. Here's to 43, God willing. See you in the next go round. Peace.